looking back at some things, is Fortnite really being a cash grab? I mean, 800 V-Bucks for these tiny little shoes that you barely notice on the skin. And I'm sure they've released original ones that are cheaper, but these are just things you could get in real life. They're just costing them like $10 of real money, just so your little Fortnite skin can wear them. And they're even, I mean, emotes, 500. But then you come over to 3 skins for the price of 3,000, and that is exactly. They're even selling like tiny little items that barely benefit the game for 2,000 V-Bucks, and that is around $18. $20 could go towards a full meal to eat, and you're gonna spend it on a random pickaxe, a glider, more pickaxes. So you only get to use one of these. Most of the time, you won't even use one of these. So what's the point in spending $18 for pickaxes you'll never use? And then on top of that, they even released another cash grab. Mechagodzilla and Kong are in the game now, and I mean, they're decent skins, but the fact that they're adding so many separate 500 V-Bucks for this wrap that you barely even see in game. Sure, it's really cool, but for these two all together, that's another $10. And if you want this one emote and this one pickaxe, you don't even have enough to afford. Like, you have to get more V-Bucks, which is the kind of problem with V-Bucks, is that they only give you 1,000, otherwise you have to buy more, unless you can find, like, some certain pack in the shop. For example, the Untasked Courier pack, or the Let's Hunt Vampires quest pack. As the time I'm recording this, there's probably some other, eventually there'll be some other kind of quest pack that gets you V-Bucks. But the problem is the price of skins. Sure, there's always, like, okay skins that are cost like 800 you're affordable, but then there are skins like this and this and this that you can't even afford with $9 worth of V-Bucks. And this is basically every skin. If you just join Fortnite planning on getting something right off the bat, you have to get more V-Bucks. You like that extra 200 matters. So you either have to grind the free battle pass all the way up to like level like 40-ish, and then you can finally afford what you want. That's what's so absurd, because some skins even cost 1,500 or even 2,000, which there is no option for specifically 2,000. But there are some rumors going around about a feature that lets you buy your remaining V-Bucks. I think it existed before. It was something about buying your V-Bucks, buying the small amount of V-Bucks. For example, you get 1,000 V-Bucks, you only need 200 more till a skin like Phantom Guff, for example. You'll be able to buy 200 V-Bucks for like, what, $1 or $2? I don't know. But that will be very helpful in this situation. But I still feel like Fortnite's just a cash grab. I mean, some of the skins are cool. For example, Hatsune Miku and her emotes. But is it really all that worth it? And now I'm actually guaranteeing, looking back at my shop, I've bought a lot of skins from the shops before. For example, Peter B. Parker, I remember buying this. I even bought the MJ and Spider-Man No Way Home version when that came back for 2,100 V-Bucks, which I would say was well spent, especially since it hasn't been the item shop for a while. But I'm looking back, and I'm actually going to do a calculation, and I believe almost all my skins from here, I mean, sure, Battle Pass still overrules, but at least 30% of my skins have got to be from item shop. Like, I can see so many, like Cobb, Cosmic Infinity, Fish Stick, Dark Doggo. Sure, these are packs, Dora, Geometric, Grimy, Guernsey. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you get the point. A lot of them I've bought from item shop. And that's what's such an issue, is I've spent so much money on this game, but then only playing it for like almost 2 years. And now I'm realizing they're kind of going for more money. They know more people are starting to play the game. In fact, even The Weeknd plays this game. Not just because the collabs, just he plays it on a regular basis. Like, Fortnite is getting a little too greedy with these prices. Like, 600 V-Bucks for something you're only gonna see for at least 30 seconds in the entire game. Like 30 seconds of an entire game. And some of these you can't even use. I mean, sure, you can use it for a lobby, but just play Spotify or Apple Music or something over it. You don't need to buy a whole song. That's what I mean, I fell for it before. I mean, I don't really. I want you guys to be able to hear the music too, but that's kind of different. But overall, I feel like Fortnite's just been turning into like a bigger and bigger cash grab. Did I just say cash grab? I meant cash grab. But man, these prices are brutal. 3,000, and they're even throwing off the deals. Like 4,500 V-Bucks would be at least almost $40 for 3 random skins in that you will probably never use too. Like for example, I've bought a lot of skins I don't use. Cobb, I haven't used Peter B. Parker in at least a month. I just haven't for show. And like Mincemeat, I got him on a deal. It's all about the deal. So for example, you own one skin. I know I'm yapping a lot. You own one skin. You're able to. They're like, oh whoa, you own one skin, so you get like this crazy deal and stuff. It may only for 2 skins, like something like 600 V-Bucks wouldn't be too much. But then that's when you realize you have no V-Bucks and they want you to buy some because this is such a good deal. And then again, for example, it'll probably leave the shop within a couple of like hours. So like you were forced to buy that $9 worth of V-Bucks so you can get the good deal with the 2 skins you'll never use. That's why I think you may understand the point. If not, that's okay. But I feel like I also buy a lot of emotes from their shop too. I bought this emote, this emote, this emote, this emote. Do you get the point? A lot of my emotes even come from the item shop, like the burrito emote, you know, a lot of them, which is actually insane because that means I've had to at least spend at least $100 in this game, which is insane. More money than I've ever spent on a game before. And that's where I feel like Fortnite needs to listen to us when I say they really should work on the prices. I know they need money. I mean, they probably don't even need money. They just want money. That's the thing. Skins like this are just going to show up in your locker and like stay there begging to be used. And that's why I feel like recently the skins they've been dropping aren't really worth it, but people just want to buy them because of collection. That's different. You have to buy, for example, when you have 0 V-Bucks, you have to buy 2 things of 1,000, aka $18, for this one okay skin. Sure, if you were to buy the bundle, it would cost, it would basically be worth it if you were planning on. But for those that just collect the skins, I'm not sure about it. But then again, there are many people that do that. But I mean, some of the emotes have gotten higher quality in a while. So I mean, it's okay. But I feel like they definitely have been turned into a cash grab for longer and longer. I just wanted to get this video out because I feel like skins have been getting kind of absurd. Like, this is 3,200 for some, like, drums that barely matter and stuff. This is all just a cash grab, I feel like. So, 3,200 is kind of insane for one skin. And it goes on and goes on for this. In cars, that is another major thing. But I'm sure by now you've already heard about this stuff. The cars being overpriced. Even the shoes, you know, it's all a giant cash grab. $9 for a tiny pair of shoes that you can barely see on some skins. Like, for example, a skin like who should I demonstrate with this? Who should I show an example? Who's a tiny skin that I can use? Like maybe this skin right here, this skin. If you do this, you can like barely see it on. Sure, it stands out, but with some skins, like for example, I do like Aphrodite or somebody. I don't really like the skin, but it doesn't matter. It kind of like fits it. I don't know, but you can barely. The point is, you can barely see it on the skin when you're in, especially when you're focused on being in a game. Something like this won't exactly like motivate you or do anything. This literally looks like it could be part of the Hatsune Miku Music Pass skin. And I'm not saying the passes. Okay, another thing. Let me yap for just a couple more minutes. Over the passes, 950 V-Bucks. Or now they actually recently. Hold up, I need to find someone that doesn't own it. Yeah, it costs $9 exactly. If you don't know, they changed it to from 950 V-Bucks to 1,000. So now it costs a full $9 to get the battle pass. But it comes. I mean, I'd say that's well worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 whole skins, including Godzilla too. That's 8 whole skins you get for $9. But then they have stuff like the OG pass, which costs the same price and only gets you 3. I'm not complaining, but then you have the music pass, which is even more expensive, 1,400 V-Bucks. 500 more in 4 pages, and you get one skin in one style, 2 styles with that skin. Same with the Lego Pass. It's just a bunch of junk you never usually use because Lego Fortnite kind of fell off. You get one skin for the price of 9 skins or like 8 skins or whatever I said earlier for the Battle Pass. Fortnite, I think you really should like do something about this. I've said that several times. I feel like it's just turning into some bigger money grab every single day, every single item shop refresh. I just want to get this video out because I know a lot of people will probably end up agreeing with this. Sorry for just uploading a 12-minute video of me yapping. I feel like this really needs to get out. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.